If you've ever felt like your body won't relax, even when you're trying, and even when you know you should, and even if there's nothing urgent happening, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not doing anything wrong. My name is Frank Baan, and this is the Unlimited Me. And today we're going to look at why relaxation can feel so difficult and what's actually happening when your body stays tense even though your mind wants to let go. Let's begin. Part 1. The relaxation paradox. Here's something that confuses people. The harder you try to relax, the more tense you become. You tell yourself, just let go, stop being so tense, and breathe. And somehow, that makes it worse. Why? Because relaxation isn't something you do. It is something that happens when your nervous system feels safe enough to stop doing. Let me explain. When you're tense, your body is in a state we call activation. Your muscles are holding, your breath is shallow, and your system is ready. But ready for what? That depends. Sometimes it's ready to respond to something real. A deadline, a difficult conversation, or a situation that needs your attention. But very often, especially if this is your baseline, your body is ready for something that isn't happening anymore. It's responding to an old pattern. A pattern that says, stay alert, don't let your guard down, be ready. And when this pattern is running, telling yourself to relax is like asking someone who's holding a heavy weight to just stop holding it. If they let go too fast, the weight crashes down. So they hold on, not because they want to, but because letting go doesn't feel safe yet. Part 2. What on guard actually means. Now let's talk about what it means to be on guard. Because most people think being on guard means being anxious. But that's not quite right. Being on guard is a state your nervous system goes into when it believes it needs to stay prepared. It's not panic. It's not fear. It's more like readiness. A quiet hum of activation running in the background. And here's what most people don't realize. Your body can be on guard even when your mind knows there's nothing to worry about. You might be sitting on your couch watching something, and your shoulders are up by your ears. Your jaw is clenched, your breath is shallow. And if someone asks, "What's wrong?" you'd say, "Nothing, I'm fine." And you'd mean it, because consciously there's nothing wrong. But your system hasn't gotten that message yet. So where does this come from? At some point in your life, maybe when you were young, maybe more recently, there was a situation where staying alert made sense. Maybe someone's mood was unpredictable, and you learned to read the room before you spoke. Or maybe you had to be responsible for things that were too heavy for someone your age to carry. Maybe letting your guard down once felt dangerous. So your system learned, stay ready, don't miss a sign, and keep scanning here. And it got very, very good at it. The problem is, that pattern doesn't automatically turn off just because the situation changed. Your system doesn't know the danger passed. It just knows this strategy worked, so it keeps running, even now. And even when you're safe, and even when you want to relax. And that tension in your shoulders, that's not you being difficult. That's your body still protecting you from something that already ended. Part 3. Rest versus relaxation. Now, there's something important to understand. Rest and relaxation are not the same thing. But most people think they are, but they are not. Relaxation is what happens when your nervous system releases activation. Muscles soften, breath deepens, the hum of readiness quiets down. And rest is different. Rest is what happens when your system feels safe enough to stop guarding. You can relax your muscles without resting your nervous system. Think about it. You can get a message, your body feels looser. But an hour later, you're tense again. Why? Because the activation pattern didn't change. Your muscles relaxed, but your system didn't learn that it's safe to stay that way. This is why relaxation techniques often don't stick. Breathing exercises, progressive muscle relaxation, meditation apps. They can help in the moment, but if your nervous system hasn't learned that it's safe to let go, the tension comes back as soon as the exercise ends. So what does help? Teaching your system, not through words, but through experience, that it doesn't need to work this hard anymore. And that doesn't happen through one deep breath. It happens through repetition of small safety signals over time. Part 4. Micro resets throughout your day. So let's talk about what those signals look like. These are what I call micro resets. Small moments throughout your day where you gently signal to your system, we're okay right now. And not through forcing, not through thinking positive thoughts, but through simple, physical, embodied actions. Here are a few examples. Micro reset 1. The exhale. Your breath is one of the clearest signals your nervous system receives. When you're on guard, your breath is shallow. Short inhales and held exhales. Your body interprets that as we need to stay ready. So throughout your day, a few times an hour, take a moment to exhale fully. Not a big performance, right? Just a slow, complete letting go of the breath. Inhale naturally and exhale twice as long. That's it. You're not doing a breathing exercise. No. You're just letting your body finish the breath it's been holding all day. Let's do another one. Softening your gaze. When you're on guard, your eyes are focused. Sharp, scanning, looking for what needs your attention. So a few times a day, let your gaze soften. Look out a window. Just notice a distance. Or let your eyes rest on something far away. Not staring, just allowing your vision to expand. This signal to your system, there's no immediate threat here. Another micro reset. Dropping your shoulders. Your shoulders hold a lot. They hold tension, responsibility, and the weight of staying ready. And throughout your day, notice where your shoulders are. Are they up by your ears? And if so, on your next exhale, let them drop. Not forcefully, just release. And if they creep back up 10 minutes later, that's fine. Drop them again. You're not trying to fix this permanently. You're just practicing the motion of letting go. Micro reset 4. Placing your hand on your chest. This one is subtle, but powerful. When you're activated, your attention is outward, scanning the environment and checking for what's next. So sometimes, just for a moment, place your hand gently on your chest and feel your heartbeat. Feel your breath moving. This brings your attention inward. It's a small signal to your system. I'm here, I'm noticing you, and you don't have to work alone. And number 5, naming what you see. When your mind is racing, your nervous system interprets it as we're solving a problem, which means stay alert. So one way to interrupt that is to gently bring yourself into the present moment. So for this moment, look around. Name 5 things you see. Not in your head, no, out loud, speak it out loud. For instance, blue chair, window, coffee cup, plant, picture frame. It's simple, factual, and present. This signals right now, in this moment, there's nothing that needs solving. Now, none of these micro resets will magically make you completely relaxed. And that's not the point. The point is, your nervous system learns through repetition. One exhale won't rewire years of activation, but 100 exhales spread across weeks start to teach your system a new baseline. They quietly say, it is safe to soften here. And over time, your body starts to believe it. Part 5. Guided practice. So let's practice one of these resets together. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes or just soften your gaze, we're going to do a very simple body scan. Not to fix anything and not to force relaxation. Just to notice where you're holding and give your system permission to soften if it wants to. Now, bring your attention to your breath. Not changing it, just noticing. Is it shallow? Or is it deep? Held? Whatever it is, that's fine. Now, on your next exhale, let it be a little longer than your inhale. Inhale naturally and exhale slowly. Good. Now bring your attention to your shoulders. Are they holding? And if so, on your next exhale, let them drop. Not forcing, just releasing. Yeah, good. Now your jaw. Is it clenched? And if so, let your tongue rest gently at the bottom of your mouth. Let your teeth separate just slightly. Good. Now your hands. Are they gripping? Holding? Are they tense? If so, doesn't matter. On your next exhale, let them open. Palms up if that feels okay. And just resting. Good, good. And now just notice, how does your body feel right now? Maybe there's a little more space, or maybe not. Either way is fine. You're not trying to achieve a perfect state of relaxation. You're just practicing the motion of letting go. And the more you practice, the more your system learns, oh, this is what it feels like to not have to guard. All right. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Not rushing, just returning. Part 6, the closing. So, if your body won't relax, even when you want it to, please know that this isn't a failure. It's a pattern. A pattern that once made sense, but doesn't need to keep running. And changing that pattern doesn't happen through one big release. It happens through small, repeated signals that quietly teach your system it is safe to soften here. If you want to go deeper with this work, I've created a complete module called the Nervous System Sleep Reset. It includes 6 voice-led sessions, about 90 minutes of content, that help you understand why your system stays activated and how to gently teach it that rest is safe. You can find the link in the description below. And whether you get the module or not, I hope this session helped you understand what's happening when your body won't relax. Let me be very clear. Your system isn't broken. It's just protecting you. And once you understand that, you can start working with it instead of against it. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next.